had to set the bar. Tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Geis with the carry on second down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On first down, this is Geis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 180. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready?
From the gun, here's Newton. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 53. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Great.
Now Newton on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Looking at this situation. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Third down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Redskins.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. Watch twist. Nice 42.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Washington.
Here we go. He took the outlaw.
Here's Geis. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a run with Geis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The second quarter score from KC. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Newton. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready? 59, right. 59, check, 59.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins, letting one go deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Newton, and that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position continues to evolve. They become just as critical, can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Newton throwing again. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. reaches in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch. 20.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Panthers on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 37-yard line.
Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He finds Taylor, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Panthers' 30.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 23. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge